All right, let's talk about a guy who is equal parts philanthropist and monster, a brilliant tactician who can literally crush a man's skull with his bare hands. We are, of course, talking about Wilson Fisk, better known to everyone as the one and only Kingpin. And just to give you an idea of where he stands, he's not just some run-of-the-mill bad guy. Nope. IGN ranked him as the 10th greatest comic book villain of all time. That puts him in some seriously elite company. So what is it about this man that makes him such an iconic, legendary villain?
Well, the name itself kind of says it all, doesn't it? In mafia lingo, the Kingpin is the big boss, the one person holding the whole chaotic operation together. And believe me, as we're about to see, Wilson Fisk more than earned that title, in blood and sheer brilliance.
Okay, so let's dive right in and start with the foundation of his power, his absolute iron-fisted control over the entire criminal underworld of Marvel's New York City. So picture this. It's July 1967. The legends Stan Lee and John Romita Sr. introduced this character in The Amazing Spider-Man, and he's a total game changer. At a time when comics were filled with colorful, costumed supervillains, Fisk was different. He was this grounded, calculating, and terrifyingly human crime lord.
And wow, did he make an impact right away? The thing to remember here isn't just that he's feared or dangerous, it's his reach. This isn't a guy who just messes with one hero in one neighborhood. No, his actions send shockwaves across the entire Marvel universe.
But how does somebody get that powerful? How does that happen? Well, to understand the man, we gotta look at his origin. And his story doesn't start with power. It starts with pain.
This whole path to power is just a masterclass in pure, ruthless ambition. It all starts with him as a kid, getting bullied for his size. But instead of letting it break him, he forged himself into a weapon. And get this, he didn't just stand up to his bullies. He turned the tables and made them his first gang. From there, it was just this brutal, calculated climb up the ladder. Bodyguard, usurper, and finally the undisputed Kingpin. Every single step was a strategic move.
So what's his secret? What makes him so effective? It's not just that he's strong, and it's not just that he's smart. It's this terrifying combination of the two. Raw, brute force muscle, a genius-level intellect, and this chilling ability to manipulate absolutely everyone around him.
And this right here perfectly shows his strategy. See, to the public, Wilson Fisk is this respected philanthropist, a legitimate businessman helping the city. But under that mask lies the truth, a cold, calculating mastermind who will murder anyone who gets in his way. And that duality, that's his ultimate weapon. And maybe the most dangerous deception is his appearance. If you make the mistake of looking at him and thinking he's just some overweight guy, well, you probably won't get a chance to make a second mistake. That frame isn't fat. It's almost solid muscle, giving him the kind of raw power you'd see in an elite sumo wrestler. I mean, just look at this arsenal. It shows you how versatile he is. He's got the peak human strength to go toe-to-toe with Captain America, and he's a master of hand-to-hand combat. But he doesn't just rely on that. He's got tactical gear, like Kevlar under his suit and all these hidden weapons. And then, maybe most dangerous of all, he's got this graduate-level education in political science. He can fight you in a back alley or a boardroom and win either way. Now, while he got his start tangling with Spider-Man, Fisk's true legacy, well, that would be forged in his war against a different hero, a war for the soul of Hell's Kitchen. And this, right here, was a total game changer. In the 80s, the incredible Frank Miller took Fisk and basically made him the arch-enemy of Daredevil. The result? One of the most personal, most brutal hero-villain rivalries in the history of comics. It changed both of them forever. And man, their war just got more and more brutal. It all peaked in the legendary Born Again storyline. When Fisk finds out who Daredevil really is, he doesn't just attack the hero. He wages this horrifying psychological war on the man, Matt Murdock. He destroys his career, his relationships, his sanity, everything. But that war took a toll on Fisk too, eventually leading to him being blinded by his own adoptive daughter, a direct result of the violent world he created. It's that kind of incredible depth that's let the Kingpin jump right off the comic book page and become a true pop culture icon. I mean, you can see his impact just by looking at the amazing actors who have played him. The late, great Michael Clarke Duncan captured that immense physical presence, while Vincent D'Onofrio gave us this terrifyingly deep look at the man's simmering rage. Every single portrayal just adds another fascinating layer to the character. And his influence is everywhere. We're talking more than 15 video games, over 10 television series, multiple movies. The Kingpin has proven time and time again that he is an endlessly compelling villain no matter where you see him. So it leaves us with this question. Who is the real Wilson Fisk? Is he just a ruthless monster, or is he something more complicated, a tragic figure forged in the fires of childhood bullying, who used his incredible willpower to conquer a world that once hurt him? It's that complexity, that question, that makes the Kingpin truly unforgettable.